Hey, it's Christina Creep.
And Sarah Stein. And
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. We always say that because it always takes so fucking long.
Summer is rough.
Summer's been fun. We're busy because we're having fun.
Lots of fun.
That's true.
The capital F-U and
So what are we doing tonight, Sarah?
Alright, so we decided to talk about horror movie remakes.
Mm-hmm.
We both have made a list. We've picked our
free movies.
Our 3 favorites and our 3 worst.
We
don't like them. Not a lot. Nope. So, do you want to save the best for last and start? I don't know. How do you want to do this? We should have thought about this beforehand.
We should have. We did not think about this at all. We just kind of made our list. Let's talk about our favorites first.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Okay, so I'll go first. Bam. I think. Do you agree on this one?
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
All right, I thought you did. House on Haunted Hill. Forgive my very beat up old. We've done this before. These boxes, they're awesome. They're old. We love it. Blockbuster type era. The House on Haunted Hill remake. I fucking love this. I adored this.
I saw that before I saw the original.
Oh my goodness, with Allie. Wait, was it Allie Lauder?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I love it. You saw it before the original?
Mm-hmm.
I was actually. I hear my dog barking. Sorry. I was about to say. I think I might have too. What was this? 90 something or another? 2000. 99. 99. I feel like I did see this before I saw the original as well.
I think I saw it in theaters too.
I don't remember. I don't think I did see it in theaters. I know I Blockbuster. Let me also mention. We've been drinking as we should. But yes, I love this one, and if y'all have not heard of it, definitely go check it out. I would add so much more, but you know. No, honestly, this is a movie that I would watch over and over and over again. I don't know. I do the same with the original. And actually, yeah, because I remember like when I saw the original one, I was like, oh, Vincent Price.
Mm-hmm.
And but the guy that plays him does such a great job. I fucking love it. Oh.
He's such a fucker in everything he's in too.
What else is he in?
Other stuff.
Stuff and things.
Wasn't he like the little son of a bitch in 13 Ghosts? The remake for that?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can.
That
you can see him right there.
Let me see his face.
He looks it. He plays it. I just love it. I haven't watched this in so many years, though. I hate to say I have not, but
I'm usually more on point with names, but this is a little.
You really are. I love this.
He's the guy in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Bam, bitch.
This is a different guy in 13 Ghosts. Never mind.
Bam. You're right.
I mean, I
was
did read
agreeing
the DVD.
But hey.
That's okay.
It's that kind of night. So yours.
Okay.
Your turn.
So this should be like no surprise, especially anyone who follows me on Instagram, especially during the holidays. One of my favorite remakes is the Black Christmas remake. I love it. It gives me 90s feels because you have Lacey Chabert and you've got Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
You know, they've got What's Her Tits from the original. You know, What's Her Tits.
Of course, What's Her Tits. What's Her Tits.
And I've mentioned this so many times, but this movie is the reason that I line my hallways and everything with Christmas lights. Because that's how the hallways upstairs are, where the girls' rooms. I love it.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Michelle Trachtenberg. Do you remember like the show she did for Discovery Kids? It was like a spooky show where she did like she would introduce. It was Discovery Kids back when that was a thing. It was definitely when I was too old to watch it, but it was spooky, so I watched it anyway. But it was that thing where she would like introduce like scary stories and different things.
I don't remember that.
All right, well, go on.
No, that was it.
That's it. My turn?
Yeah, go for another one.
Okay. Should I go to my list? These are my favorites. Okay, there's a reason why I'm doing it this way. So, this is one that she disagrees with, but I have reasons. Psycho. I love the Psycho remake. I went to go see in theaters with my other best friend, Heather. You're my girl. You're my ghoul. My other best friend, Heather, who, if y'all follow me on Facebook, which I don't think a lot of people do because that's more family oriented for me. She's like basically family. I've known her forever. Her and I went to go see it together. And I don't know, it was like this big thing for her to go see a scary movie with me because she hates scary movies. She's the one that I did like the Exorcist thing too. We talked about it in another video. We're not going to talk about it again. But I actually loved Vince Vaughn in that movie. I know. People are going to disagree with me left and right, and that's fine. That's why we're here and doing this. We're going to piss some people off. But I loved it. I got all the feels, and my dog is going crazy.
I don't know what's up out there.
I loved it.
Life is crazy.
It's crazy. Go on.
All right. So the next one, this is a more recent one. I love the Evil Dead remake. I loved it. I loved it. I saw it in theaters twice in the same day. I did.
That's love.
Like, I saw it with my friend Adam, and then later that day, my husband and my mother were like, "Oh, let's go see this movie." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go see this movie." And then I was like, "I saw it already," and they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "It's good. It's really good." Like, I love the end. I don't know. There were so many things about it that I loved. I thought it was so cool. I loved all the crazy ass special effects. Like, I love that they kept it gross. Like, I hate to say gross, like, as, like, a way to describe a movie, but when you watch the original Evil Dead, 0 fucks given. Like, we're gonna offend you. We're gonna gross you out.
We're gonna fuck you with a tree.
We're gonna fuck you with a tree.
Yeah.
That happened.
That did happen.
Yeah. I mean, and it was just, I don't know. They kept it real creepy. I like that, like, they kept it, you know, very, like, true that you have these people, and then they kind of switched some things up, you know, and made it their own. I thought that was really cool. And overall, I thought they did a solid job.
I agree. I realized that what I had here for a best, I should have not mentioned Psycho. Although I do love Psycho, I was going to mention Night of the Demons remake.
Oh, you were.
I was, and I forgot. Love it, but I just do.
Notable mention.
Notable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, so I have 2 to follow this one. So I love Nosferatu. That's like one of my favorite, if not my favorite vampire of all time. So I have to mention, of course, Nosferatu the vampire. Now, okay, so Max Schreck, he played the original Nosferatu, and Klaus Kinski, I thought he was like just so fucking awesome. Like, he fucking did his damn thing and made this. And I'm pulling VHSs, you got clamshells. These are, I had these before DVDs were invented. Like, I love this movie. You have a huge poster of this in your
my basement.
Yeah, in your basement.
It's at the bottom of the steps.
I've always been super jealous of it. I always been like, I want that. And it's not like I can't get it. I just never have. But like, you know, but I always look at yours like, maybe it's that thing I'm supposed to be 100% jealous of all the time.
I have like a first edition of Klaus Kinski's autobiography. All I Need Is Love.
Can I read it?
No. Get your own. If it wasn't a first edition, I would gladly say yes. But this was triple digits.
Oh.
No one gets to fucking borrow this.
That's fair. That's fair. Didn't think about it when I asked. But so this, and because I have to have a follow-up for this, another VHS was Shadow of the Vampire, which you talked about before. But I feel like it goes hand in hand. Like, this was the, you know, the remake. This was definitely the remake. But again, Max Schreck playing Nosferatu after Klaus Kinski. Oh!
Love it.
Max Schreck, I'm sorry. Willem Dafoe playing it after
Oh,
Klaus
did say Max
Kinski.
Schreck.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. Willem Dafoe after Klaus Kinski after Max Schreck.
I always think of those stupid little things where it's
Trifecta of Nosferatu.
where it's like Reese Witherspoon, Reese Without Her Spoon, Kanye West, Kanye East, and I'm like, Willem Dafoe, Willem Dafoe.
That's what I kind of just do though, but like, yeah, the trifecta of Nosferatu. Oh, love them. I love them. So those are my favorites. And I know that technically Shadow of the Vampire does not count as a remake, but I mean, I feel like they follow each other so well. I had to.
Mm-hmm. I was very torn on like picking the last one, and it was between Piranha 3D and 13 Ghosts, but I think I'm just gonna like go with Piranha 3D. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I love that they took this crazy ass 80s movie and they kept it kitschy and raunchy. I love that Jerry O'Connell is in it. I love that like his dick gets bitten by a piranha. Like, Like, there's so many weird things that happen. I love that it happens, like, during spring break and everyone's showing their titties. Like, I love that Christopher Lloyd is in it. I love that they had What's-Her-Tits from Gossip Girl. The friend of... Never mind, I'm not going to do it right. Vanessa?
Vanessa?
The girl with the dark curly hair that's really exotic, that's really with
Oh.
Ed Westwick in real life.
I know who you mean, but automatically for Gossip Girl I went to Michelle Tetchenbaum was also in that. Tetchenbaum.
Michelle, get a better last name.
That's the first thing I thought when you said Gossip Girl again.
Girls on Beer can't say your name. Shit. Oh god, but yeah, it's like a crazy movie. I just like it because it's campy. I can't help it. It's great. It's great. It's great.
It's good. Yes.
Ready for the bad ones?
All right.
What's
Okay.
I will say this, and I feel like I should have probably addressed this in the beginning. This is all subjective. This is her taste. This is my taste. We're not saying by any means this is,
the end all be all, like
exactly.
ultimate, like we are law.
I was trying to think of that phrase, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck it up. What's end all be all?
End all be all, like this is not law, like law.
Yeah, horror is subjective. People have different reasons for liking things, and I'll bring that up again with one in particular on my list. But let's just
honestly, like I had Amityville Horror remake as one of mine because I love Ryan Reynolds. Like people hated this, but I love Ryan Reynolds, and I fucking really dug that.
I love Ryan Reynolds, and I was so mad at his character, which in my head is like, if I love you and you can make me hate you, that was a good job.
Okay, there you go. I was like, did you like the remake?
I did.
Okay, good. See,
I don't like it better than the original, but I still liked it.
Oh yeah, by no means. Like, in pretty much any of these cases, I don't like it better than the original, but...
If I really want to piss people off, I'll say that I like the Friday the 13th remake and the Nightmare on Elm Street, but we're not going to talk about that
right now. Which I'm about to talk about. Nightmare on Elm Street remake, which I've actually mentioned this. I know for a fact I mentioned this in videos before.
You're going to say Dum Dum
Pop. Freddy Krueger. Dum Pop. Freddy Krueger looking like the goddamn scarecrow, but they're like, oh, you want me to hurt you? Like, what are you doing? Oh. No. First of all, like, oh, my dog is so crazy. I don't think they can hear her, though. In past videos, I'm like, oh, my dog's barking like crazy, and then you can't hear her on playback, but, like, she's just going nuts. It's her birthday, actually. Frankie turned 6 today.
Holy shit.
I know, little Frankie. He grew up so fast, Frankenstein. Pebble. Pebble. Yeah, so it's almost like... they followed the whole, like, storyline. They did all things, but then scratching down the hall, screaming at people with his dumb voice. Again, like a dumb pop. He looked like the Scarecrow. He came out of Batman.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. If they had replaced him and it wasn't that Jackie Earl, whoever, Watchman guy, and it was Robert Englund, do you think you would have liked the movie better?
Yes.
So basically,
it 100% was. Him. It was just. No, it is. It really is just him. The way he played it, the voice he made, it didn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm all for remakes. That's something we talked about too. Like, I was like, I'm not against remakes by any means. I don't watch a ton of them. Like, not because I'm against it again, but like, I just don't really always watch them. So it was kind of hard for me to think about until like I sat and thought about them. I made a whole list, but Girls on Beer. But yeah, I think he definitely ruined the movie for me. Robert Englund is the character, and which is weird.
I know,
dog. Sorry, but like people have been asking me about like how I feel about the Munsters remake because they did it a while ago with Jerry O'Connell and
Jerry. He keeps coming up tonight.
Oh, I know, God. And the thing is, like, I remember getting kind of really angry about it. Although a lot of people know that the Munsters remade with the Munsters Today, and that was horrible. Yeah. Although it's entertaining, it was horrible. I'm not against them remaking it again. I actually really, really enjoyed the pilot. Like, with Eddie Izzard as Grandpa. I thought it was a lot of fun, and it was definitely a totally different direction.
I love Eddie Izzard.
Yeah, they took it. They didn't try to remake it with these people doing the exact... I mean, they are doing the exact roles, but they weren't remaking it, like, show for show. Yeah. They made it a new kind of story, like Eddie coming into his own as a werewolf and things like that. Yeah. That pilot, like, I actually really fucking loved it, and it was a little bit heartbroken when they decided not to do it.
Aww.
So... people keep asking me on Instagram, like, how do you feel about this on Facebook? Like, did you see this remaking it? And, like, I haven't answered anything because I'm like, I don't really want to get into this thing. So I'll say it now. I'm excited. I hope it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And I'll bring that up with like my first like hate one, but anytime something gets remade, you're introducing this to a new audience.
Exactly.
And it'll make them like, how many times have you like listened to something, even like a music, like you even forget like movies, but music, and you're like, oh, this was a remake, and you go and you listen to the original, and you're like, oh wow,
yeah,
like this was, and
then
you can see where it, yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I feel like good things can come from these horrible things, but
and then sometimes good things come from these things, or
yeah.
Whatever.
I will say this. So I remember, like, I saw, like, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake in theaters, and I was walking back to my car with my husband, and he was like, what'd you think of that? And I was like, I feel like I just watched Attack of the Burnt Pedophile. Because they really go into the backstory. They made it darker, but there's so many scenes, like, especially, like, the dreams where, like, the feathers are everywhere. Like, it was very pretty to watch, even though it was, like, very dark and had a more serious tone than, like, the earlier ones did. And I think, the guy who was Freddy Krueger aside, because here's the thing, when I talk about liking that movie, when I like hit bullet points for why I like that movie, he's not in that list. But overall, like, him aside, I did enjoy the movie a lot.
Yeah, see, I had a hard time getting past him.
He's short, you can get past him.
Fun. But yeah, no, he did ruin it for me, but so your turn.
Okay, number 1 on my list is the Poltergeist remake. Okay, I love the Poltergeist movies. I love all of them. 1, 2, 3. Like, I remember seeing them as a kid. I remember being obsessed. I love them. I still love them to this day. And when I went and I watched that movie, I'll go and I'll see any remake. I will. And when I left the theater, I felt like someone had just, like, stepped all over my childhood and shat on my teddy bear. I felt so upset. I felt so angry. And here's the thing. I can admit that there were some really cool things that they did that, they wouldn't have done in the first one just because the technology wasn't, what we have today. And that's cool. But, like, whew. Like, there were, like, two changes that they did from the original that I liked. But overall, I was like, I don't like this. And like I said, like, this is subjective, and I know, like, good things can come from this, because I've heard people who have never seen the original, and this made them watch the original, and cool. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. It just...
I know so many people that don't like it either. Just don't have the same kind of, like, ugh. Like, you ruined it.
Yep. You can go.
Okay. I was waiting.
Distraught.
Alright, my next one is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
I feel like this is on a lot of people's lists.
Yeah, I just cannot. Robert De Niro, you're cool and all, but no. Just no. I'm not even, like, there's not even a lot of things I can go into about it. It was just all over not okay. It was not okay. I don't know what they were, it was like this whole, like, pretty dramatized like thing where it was not Frankenstein, and I think I'm going to be a little bit more upset about the classic monsters. Alright, let's think about this. Coppola redid Dracula, made it amazing. Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, like, just took these big names, made it just like the most gorgeous movie you've ever seen. I love Oh, no words. So but then you take a big name like Robert De Niro and you shat everywhere. Like, you just shat. You just took horse dumps all over this movie. You took the film reel and just had a horse walk over it and shit the entire way. Bad. Stop it. I can't. Like, she's wordier than me. I also had, like, one of those, like, great big, what are those called? Like, the King Pumpkin beers? Like, those huge, I had a huge one outside. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But we haven't been together for a while, so we were bound to talk. And you guys know already, but no, that movie, oh God, no. I think I've never even seen it all the way through, which almost makes it unfair for me to say it's a least favorite, but every time I try to watch it, I'm just like, no.
De Niro.
And the head, oh, everything about it, like, it's almost like they were trying to make it pretty or more, visually appealing
Like
in a way.
artsy.
Yeah, artsy and romantic and things. And it just
De Niro,
that
like,
was not
and
the
those
story.
are things I don't think of when I think of De Niro. You should stay with the gangster movies. Stick with what you know. Use your talents.
Yeah. Use your talents. Do what you know. Exactly. It was a whole ball of nope. I'm not being articulate, but I don't care. Just nope. Nope.
Well, speaking of a nope, Psycho's on my list. But here's the thing, like, I love the cast. Like, alright, as much as I like Vince Vaughn, I love unnaturally William H. Macy. Like, I love him. I like Julianne Moore. I like H sometimes, but not in interviews.
Yeah, right?
Not in the last 5 years. I like the better as a lesbian. I don't know.
There's aliens.
Dude. I don't even know. It's just... So
I will say,
what?
this is the only movie I liked him in.
Really? Only?
Only movie I ever liked.
Ever?
What was it? The Breakup. I like The Breakup.
Oh, you would.
I did like The Breakup, although that was more about Jennifer Aniston because I do love her. But yeah, I've never liked him in anything else. I always felt like he's kind of like a...
You should see Four Christmases with Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I did. That was good.
That's really good.
That was really good.
That's
okay,
probably one of my
taking
faves.
it back. I do like that one a lot.
Yeah, this is one of those movies. So I watched it and I saw it, and afterwards my mom was just like, ugh. And I was like, I don't understand. She goes, we're going to rent the original because that's when you still rented movies at Blockbusters. And we did. And I watched the original and I was like, I like this a lot better. Like, I don't know. I know a lot of people have called Psycho the unnecessary remake just because everyone, like, is so hell-bent on saying that, like, the original was perfection. And in so many ways, it is. But, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, when I've looked back on and I've watched it, and I don't know if it's because, like, I mean, Vince Vaughn was creepy as hell. I mean, he's a giant anyway, and he is creepy, but I don't know, like, just because you get all these talented stars and you put them in a movie doesn't mean, like, it was necessary. I don't know how to explain it. They did a lot, they put a lot of work into it, but I don't know that this was a necessary remake, and I don't know. No. It's just one of those things, like, I don't want to say, like, I hate it, and I can't say it's, like, a bad movie, because it's not a bad movie. It's just, like, it's one of those things that just, like, Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch it. It's not something I'm like, oh, you know what I haven't watched in a while? The Psycho remake. I'm not gonna watch it.
Well, I mean, again, for me, it was like, I saw with Heather, it was a big thing. And also, I didn't even mention, Psycho was the first horror movie my mom saw in theaters. So she was really, like, always about, like, you should see this movie. When I got into horror movies, she's like, watch this one. And I did love it. I did. But maybe that's, like, this weird thing in my head where I have to rebel against everything she loves. Because my mom's crazy. No, I do love I love the original better. Everyone should. If you don't, then maybe you shouldn't watch us. But said it, not taking it back. But I did like, no, I got you though. I understand. I get it. It's cool.
Next.
You didn't step on my puppy.
I would never step on your puppy.
All right, so my last one that I did not like the remake of is Fright Night. I did not like the Fright Night remake.
I keep having beer burps.
It's okay. I keep having like beer head. I don't know what it is about it. Like, again, like I never want to be the person to be okay. When you have people do it a certain way, like characters that play or actors that play characters so well, sometimes it's like don't touch it. But that's not fair to say either because sometimes it's done well. But this is one of those ones where I felt like they did no fucking justice to the original actors. It just fucking bombed for me. It was shot so darkly. It was just so slow paced for me. Like I don't know. I don't like it.
Colin Farrell should do more vampire stuff.
Oh, you like it?
I liked him being, because I think he's gorgeous, and him being like kind of like creepy and seductive, like he can pull that off very well, and I feel like he should do that a lot more. And then it has Anton Yelchin in it, who passed away.
Yeah, which I found out recently from our video.
I did, yeah. I did like him as, like, that character. But here's the thing, like, just because I like these people and they did the roles well, doesn't mean the scripting was good or anything like that. Like, I'll tell you what my favorite part of that movie was. That fucking band playing 99 Problems But a Bitch Ain't One.
That's true.
That's probably my favorite part in the movie. And if that's my favorite part in the movie as a band, we have a fucking problem.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I think there are some characters, even though they're not, like, the main character, like Evil Ed. Ed. That laugh, everything he did in the original was just, it was so beautiful. Everything was just so good the way it was. It was so good the way it was. And the way they, and they improv so many, like, some things too. Like, the original was just, it was golden. I can't.
I'm sorry.
I'm not doing a kiss. I'm doing.
This is weird.
It's getting weird. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know about you, but like, I didn't feel like it moved along as well. Like, it just didn't do it for me. I just thought it was kind of an unnecessary remake. Not necessarily bad, but unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
And again, no justice.
No justice.
No justice was served.
Alright, and I got.
Okay, your last one.
Ready. My last one's Prom Night.
That was on my list when I was like thinking about things. I thought about that. Sorry.
I swear, it looks like from my list I just went through movies that started with P.
No, but you don't fuck with Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, you don't. Unless you're Michael. Sorry. I had to make that joke. I don't know, like, so I got it because I like Britney Snow, and I got it somewhere for like $3. So I don't feel bad that I paid $3 for
Fair.
it. And I'm watching it, and I had to watch it again because I fell asleep. So I watched it again, and I'm like, there's like no blood in this movie. There's no blood. I don't know. It was just one of those movies, and I felt like it didn't bring anything to the table except pretty young people.
It was a sleeper. It really, yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
No gore, no fun.
Prom sucks.
No, I agree because I that was all when I was thinking of. So
yeah, fuck that shit.
Fuck it all to hell.
I don't know. That was our list. I don't know what to say. I know. I feel dirty now.
I know. I don't. It's so hard to say. And there's even things where like I don't even want to say everything. Like we made this like we're gonna piss people off, maybe, possibly. Maybe. But then we're kind of like, oh, don't say too much because we might.
It's okay. Suck it up, cupcake.
Friendship City.
Christ. I don't know.
Okay, so tell us what you think of our choices, maybe.
Not that I care what you think.
Every time wait, my brother. I'm
Chrissy creep. He got you.
Because my little ring, won't stay closed, so that's.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
He knew.
Yes. But what are some of your favorites? What are some of your least favorites? Let us know in the comments down below. As always, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Oh my god. Thanks for that. Everyone likes visual aids. I'm getting AIDS right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Wait. America. Fuck
yeah. AIDS. Oh fuck, this just got worse.
Okay. So guys, please stick with us. Hang out some more.
Comment, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. And there's more coming your way.
Of course.
Alright guys, until next time. Bye.